After discussing beneficial characteristics of studying on campus, we've decided that a few of the top most important aspects are: number one, lots and lots of electrical outlets. Have you ever sat down at a table to study, unpacked your laptop, and gotten everything set up, only to have your computer die an hour later with no nearby outlet in sight? It's not fun. With outlets all filling the study area, students can easily charge as they go, aiding in a more smooth and efficient study experience. Number two, natural and soft lighting. Too much bright light can cause headaches, and not enough just encourages you to sleep. So windows are a nice option to have in a study space. They can be calming, especially if it's raining, but they should also have curtains in case the sun gets too bright or is causing a glare. Number three, moderate acoustics. A little subtle background noise can be okay. In fact, some people prefer it. But when it feels like you can hear everybody from every side of the room talking at once, then that can be a problem. Number four, having a good food and beverage option nearby. Whether it's a midnight snack, a 4 in the morning snack, or a 3 o'clock lunch break, students need to have the option of food close to where they study. Vending machines are good, but some prefer more solid food, such as that from a coffee spot or cafe. This way, if they need a break from studying, and study breaks are important, they won't have to travel far to get food or grab an espresso. Comfortable chairs is number five. Rolly chairs, love seats, or couch-like chairs can be beneficial in giving your back a break when you're studying, so that you're not hunched over at a table 24/7 up until your exam. Which also brings us to number six, decent-sized tables. Tables with room enough for your laptop and even to study with friends should be in supply in whatever study space students use. Not all tables must be this large, but they should all be at a comfortable height for students to work. Too short tables means more slouching, too tall means having to reach just a bit too high to type. Number seven is having bathrooms nearby. It's pretty essential to have close bathrooms to any study space, especially when you're reaching that 3 a.m. mark and you haven't stopped drinking coffee all week. Bathrooms should be within a very close proximity to the study area so that students don't have to go to a secluded area to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. Last, we have number eight, which is parking lots, which should be close to any study space as well. As students often stay on campus late to study, it can be dangerous for them to walk back to their cars late at night. Parking lots should then be as close as possible to where they are studying in order for the overall safety of students. So now, let's explore some current study spots on campus.
Dunkin' Donuts has good food and great coffee for students who have a long day of studying ahead of them. The Dunkin' Donuts on campus near the towers is a great distance for students who live on campus. There's only one Dunkin' Donuts on campus, while we have 3 Starbucks all around. I prefer Dunkin' Donuts more than Starbucks. I truly enjoy their coffee more. Dunkin' Donuts offers enough lighting for all students to see what they are studying. Also, anywhere you study, you have plenty of space on tables for your books, laptops, and any other studying materials. There are outlets all around this Dunkin' to plug in all your electronics. There are also comfy couches that you can sit on instead of these wooden chairs. Another great thing about Dunkin' Donuts, some of them provide you with conference rooms, which is a little room that keeps you away from any commotion going on and for bigger groups of people. So if you have a big group, and you are able to go in there and speak to each other professionally without any distractions whatsoever.
As long as there's warm food and subtle background noise, students can study comfortably. Students typically don't like the union because of the acoustics, and it's important for some students to have food options like coffee and other warm food readily available.
I don't really like to study in the union just because sometimes in the ballrooms it can be kind of loud or there's other large groups and they're just eating and like it's not really regulated at all. So I would say that's my least favorite place to study. Just go straight up to the room.
Some students prefer to study where there's ambient noise and warm food.
My favorite place to study is at Einstein Bagels because for me I need like a balance between like a little bit of noise but not so much that it's going to distract me. So between there's the music and the sound of the coffee being made and all those different things, but at the same time it's not as busy as some other places on campus.
UCF's all-night study at Farrell Commons is an efficient study space on campus. Located near Marketplace and across from the Rec and Wellness Center, this well-lit but somewhat cozy establishment often contains multiple students cramming for finals or perhaps only a select few on any given weekday. One nice thing about this particular all-night study is its space management. With various tables in either booth form or individually placed, as well as comfortable chairs with a built-in desk or ones in couch-like form, this study is pretty ideal for college campus. And rather than having to travel to the student union or back home to use a printer, all-night study has one on-site as well as a refrigerator and 2 microwaves in case you want to bring food with you. Vending machines are also present along with an instant coffee maker in between the two. The study also contains different tools students may need, such as a pencil sharpener and stapler, as well as multiple computers where they can study, take practice exams, and so on and so forth. There are also a few whiteboards around the room in case students would like to use them to study as well. Whether it be actual walls, such as those separating the computer area from the main floors, or partially enclosed areas like the one featured here, the study has zones that vary in the amounts of privacy and silence. This makes good use of its overall square footage. Another cool thing about this place of study is the differing floor levels. While the entire study is essentially only a couple of rooms, with restrooms also on site, there are stairs and ramps used to transition from different levels in the room. This aids in the overall attractiveness of the design. All in all, this place in Farrell Commons is a pleasant spot in which to study, and if I were to change anything, it would perhaps be adding more electrical outlets and maybe a cafe. But overall, it's a sweet spot to do schoolwork, and I would definitely recommend it.